Temple Shalom Emeth hosted an Interfaith Memorial service on Friday, April 14th, in memory of the millions of people who lost their lives to the Holocaust, and to remind community members that such horrors that have occurred in our world's history must never be forgotten. Lithuanian native Henia Lewin paid a visit to the temple that night as a guest speaker, and shared the story of how she survived the Holocaust as a young child.
I have discovered not just children don't know anything about World War II and are not even familiar with the word Holocaust, but some of the older people who lived through it have somehow not really absorbed the seriousness of it.
Every single Holocaust survivor who I've ever spoken to literally cheated death numerous times. It's a miracle that she is here with us today, as well as many of those others who survived the horrors of the Holocaust.
When the war was over, she reunited with her biological parents and lived in a displaced persons camp in Germany, eventually immigrating to Israel, where she attended grade school. After earning her degrees in psychology and education, she spent her career teaching the languages of Hebrew and Yiddish. But during that time, she realized how a memory of such tragic events in our history can fade away as time progresses.
I've spent the rest of all those years teaching Hebrew, teaching Yiddish, and not talking about the Holocaust at all. But I realized that it's important because people are saying that the Holocaust never happened. They were demonstrating in front of the Holocaust Museum in Washington. They wouldn't go inside and see some of the evidence. They just demonstrated outside and said this is all a hoax and all these Jews never got killed. This is all a made-up story. And we hear more and more of that now.
Henia Lewin is now a frequent speaker at schools and other institutions. As more Holocaust survivors are no longer with us to tell their stories, her mission is to make sure the stories and memories stay alive, passed down to future generations to come, and to ensure that such horrors are never to be repeated.
It's not enough to just remember. That is important, right? But you need to be an activist for good and to speak up so that evil will not raise its head again, because that seems to happen too often in Jewish history.
From Temple Shalom Emeth, this is John Vias for BNEWS.
Let us walk with each other.